welcome everybody to a new little series I'm starting. What is this series, you might ask, and why am I doing this? The answers to those questions is why not, and the other answer is this series is Skyblock on a single version, or not the single version, like the very old specific version, Infdev 3.27. This version is very primitive, and that makes this challenge a bit extreme, which I will explain why later. But for now, I will just document my progress, so that's all this series is for. If you like this, then you must tell me, otherwise I won't make more because I don't know how long I can keep this up for. But I'll definitely try to be consistent, maybe. Probably not, maybe yes, I don't know. Anyway, let's get going. As you can see, we don't have a chest because there's no water buckets or lava buckets or anything of the sort, so I won't be able to make a cobblestone generator and do all that stuff in the first place right now. So that means we have to do it without until water buckets get added. I'm gonna give myself one water bucket whenever that gets added. We also have a sand island over there. No cactus yet, and sand doesn't float well in this version, so put a piece of sand, a couple of glass blocks there. Should hold it up. Should hold it up pretty well. The only thing we can do right now is this tree right here. We also have a lot of dirt, which I'm gonna start collecting too. It's gonna be interesting. One problem we have right now is that trees don't grow. So if I punch down this tree, which I'm gonna do right now, and it drops a sapling, I won't be able to use that sapling very well because it doesn't grow in this version. It does very soon, in like 3 or 4 versions, which we're gonna get to someday, I hope. Should drop a sapling. If it, oh, there goes another one. There you go. This won't grow because it's not added yet. It's very weird because grass does spread, but and farmland grows, but trees don't, which is interesting. But anyway, what this so that means we have 4 wood, and that's kind of it. I think if we save up the dirt, we can reach that, but it won't do much for us because we can't smelt the sand, because we don't have anything. And why would I even smelt the sand? Because that would be a waste. Could use that for a future cactus farm, which is gonna take a long time before we get cactus. I think it's 1.14 actually, because the one in traders. I'll see what I'll allow in terms of cheating stuff in when the time comes. I'm gonna give myself a water bucket whenever that gets added, because I feel like doing this series without any stone would be a bit tedious and boring. So I'm gonna do that at least. And then for the rest in theory, I don't need to spawn anything in. Anyway, this won't grow, so we're kind of left here stuck. There's one bug with this version which I'm gonna use right now. It's a very interesting bug, and I'm very happy it's here because it allows us to basically get infinite trees, which is awesome. This tree that was right here is special, you know, because what I did before I made this world is I found a natural spawning tree, and then I saved that location and put the Skyblock island right here with MC edit. This used to be normal terrain, so Infdev has The void is a lava ocean because there's no void. This is not actual lava. This is just visual. But we can harvest the lava soon, so that's pretty fun. Reason I chose that location for a tree is because if you relog a world, the tree will regenerate, or anything will regenerate. Actually, I think it's ores and trees will regenerate instantly. You see here it doesn't generate because it that's because it needs a 5x5 space. So I need to expand that a little. And I think you can use other blocks before the... For safety, I'll use dirt. So this is our first main challenge. Also, I don't have sneaking because this is not... Sneaking wasn't added in this version yet. There we go. It's pretty weird spawning rules, and oh my gosh, yeah, you can place blocks in yourself. It's a very primitive version, but I'm starting on this version because this version specifically because this version introduces the alpha level save format, which basically means I can update this through every single version in the future, including a lot of stuff, including like I can go to basically to 1.20 without any major hassle. My goal is 1.20, but it's not like something I'm gonna actively try to speedrun or reach. It's just whenever I get there, I will get there, but we'll see how long I can hold this. So the tree regenerates right here. I need one more block. Yes, you need it to be 5x5. It's very interesting. So, reminds me that there's a floating block right there. Now if I relog the game, it should regenerate the tree. So I spawned on top of here, interesting. So this is the method we're gonna use to get wood in this version. Fun fact, this is the only version that does that. I think maybe the next version does too, but it's gonna get fixed very soon. So I'm gonna use this while it lasts. And when I'm gonna update this version is probably when I have enough wood and I obtain every single item obtainable, which is not that hard because we don't have any stone stuff, and it's obviously a very early version. You could say this is kind of cheating, but I don't think it is because it for one it's a bug in the vanilla game. And trees don't grow, so this is a valid thing in my opinion. So I'm gonna craft a wooden axe. I mean, crafting wooden stuff, normally craft a pickaxe first, but we don't have any stone, so that doesn't matter. It's becoming nighttime, which is gonna mean it's gonna be very dark. But there won't be any mobs because this version doesn't have mob spawning yet. I mean, mobs were already introduced, but they don't spawn yet. This is hard, by the way, yeah. They spawn in the future version. So we're gonna prepare for that at least, but it's gonna be in a later version. Right, I'm just gonna collect wood and collect every single item on the table. now it's daytime again. I've been using the glitch ever since it became night or the moon was setting. So I have 55 wood now and some planks left over from one night, which is not a whole lot, but it's better than a normal Skyblock playthrough, at least so early on. Mainly because mining, you need to mine all the leaves, which is pretty tedious. That's why it took a bit longer, but we're fine now. So before I move on, I want to craft a chest. I need to watch out with this thing because if I do this wrong, sometimes I don't know when the criteria is, but sometimes it doesn't save the block, which means I can lose items. So I'm gonna have you here now, but I'm gonna use my inventory as a sort of, let's say, item museum, which I'm gonna start right now. Because these versions are obviously very primitive. I want to give myself a little challenge. Whenever I update to a version, because obtaining every item is obviously a not too tedious task in this version. I mean, the modern version is of course a daunting task, especially in Skyblock. But for these versions, I think it's doable. I know for a fact this version is doable because I already know that all the items I can obtain can fit in a single chest, which is pretty crazy actually. But for now, I'll expand the island to make it a bit more livable. I'm actually gonna go down one, so I can perhaps get a little extra room. There's no, there's no slabs or stairs yet, so we won't be able to use those. There's no doors yet, so that's also another thing. No signs either. No ladders, no... Those are gonna get added soon, don't worry. But for now, they are unobtainable. Slabs are pretty annoying because I could save a lot of blocks and spawn proof it at the same time, but I guess we'll have to do with full blocks, which honestly, it's fine enough. I would like to save these logs for like building, but I'll keep one for the museum. There you go. There's no sneaking in this game yet, so what I'll do is I really want to save these in a chest. I'll put a stick in and see. Yeah, the stick is gone, you see. It's a very interesting bug. So if I stand in the same block as you, do you update? It seems to be if... I'm gonna put all these tools in there, not too expensive. I'm just gonna do that for testing purposes. Same for, I mean, the sap, no, I mean this. And then I think it's when you update the chunk. So we'll just do all around, and it should be forced to update now. There we have it. I think that's the main thing that makes it possible. So I'll put all the wood in the chest. I really hope this doesn't break anything. Actually, I'm gonna... Alright, first off, I'm gonna update the blocks. Or the chunk. Needs to save. There you go, it's saved. I'm gonna make a backup first. Also, we're gonna use that a lot. Oh, this is so annoying. It places twice for some reason. It does that a lot. I think it's a bug with my mouse or the I don't know actually. It's a very niche bug. It places twice, and because there's no check if you are in a block, so you can place blocks in yourself basically. It really makes it annoying because you can accidentally place blocks, extra blocks you don't need, and you have to break it again. So a feature that I haven't looked at, also it's becoming nighttime, which is the name, is farming. And we don't have any tall grass, obviously, to get seeds, but you can actually get seeds in another, or you actually get seeds in a totally different way. And it's tilling dirt, or tilling grass, actually, and it sometimes drops a seed. There you go. Oh, I thought I wasn't gonna get one. Be careful not tilling all the grass. I mean, there's 2 left there, so there you go. It should be enough. And we're gonna let this grow, and it's gonna take a while because we don't have water. But there's a fun bug in older versions, because this nighttime is gonna be very tedious, because nothing grows when it's nighttime. Like nothing, no grass spreads, no wheat grow. It's gonna take ages before the wheat will actually grow. So in order to cheese the system a little, or this is a pretty fun bug in older versions. I think it's already fixed in newer ones, but it's a very interesting bug. If you change the date to somewhere in the future, the game will speed up. As you can see, I'm very careful walking right now because I will instantly die because I walk so fast. But as you can see, the day goes by super quickly. You can see all the farmland returns to normal. You can see, oh, I got a seed. I'm gonna place the dirt down. Yeah, I instantly break. It's pretty interesting, actually. I don't know when this will stop. I think it stops very soon. Look, I will slow down. Even that is extreme. There you go. This is quick. I like this rhythm. So we have 2 stacks and 10 wood, which is good for now. I feel like this is a good amount for this this episode. Do some off screen soon to make this a lot more bearable. But one way or the other, I will fix the day and time. I would speed up the game. I'm just gonna stay here, I guess. I mean, there's sunlight here, or there will be sunlight. It's not obscured, that's what I'm saying. And we can just see, and nothing can kill me here. I can't accidentally move out, which happened last time. I accidentally jumped and then I relogged, which means it regrew and it obscured the lights for the crop, and it just died. So that's pretty sad. So let's change the date again to, I don't know, that's very far, but, and every time it's daytime it should grow, because it doesn't grow at night, which is really annoying. There we go. And how many stages? 0? Yeah, 0 yeah, this is kind of, I imagine having the patience for this normally, like this will take like literal ages. speed of effect is done, I'll return to the worlds. Here we are. It's daytime now. So pretty cool stuff has happened. I'm also gonna return this dirt block to its original place. I noticed it didn't even drop anything. And this is a good... There we go. So, there's a bug in this version. Let me first set the stage. Crops don't retain their state exactly. Well, I mean, they save their state. If I save the game, the game will save that this crop has fully grown and this one hasn't fully grown, and it saves that as a number in the world where it just let's put it simply that way, which basically tells it, oh, this crop has grown this far. Well, every time you break the crop, or you remove it, the number should reset, because the next time you place a crop, it should be a fresh new crop. But this doesn't happen. If I break this, it will give me the correct loot, fulfill crop, but then I replace it. You can see that the crop has regrown fully, or you could say it just doesn't notice it's gone. It will just think. So now I can just spam this, and we have infinite food. Not that we need food, but it's a bug that's only in this version, because that version is fixed, which will basically allow us to do things. Also, the grass sound may be a bit loud on camera. Why is there a seed here? So I'll just do this for a little bit. Also, it remembers this block, so I think placing a plank will ruin it, but if I just retilt it, it will stay. So it's no matter if we have a hoe in hand. Every time the dirt dies, it will continue doing this. So we're gonna do this for a while, or another while. I want at least like a few stacks, because this is only a bug that happens once. And there's not many crops otherwise in the game. It's only wheat at the moment, so we can only use it with wheat. Other things that retain block ID, I think that's slabs. But we can't obtain slabs, so it doesn't do anything. Unfortunately, if we could obtain slabs, it would be very cool, because we're almost there. I feel like this is more than enough, because we can make a copper farm later with this. We at least have a good head start. That's what matters. We don't have to go overkill. So I'll go for 4 stacks of wheat, which will obtain us the title of every single item in the game at the moment, which is obtainable of course. There's stone tools, iron tools, diamond tools even. But those are obviously unobtainable. Now I have enough. And I'll keep this crop here, and I'll just remove it. It's not worth the hassle. There you go. So the items are done basically. We have a log, a plank, a dirt block stick, a tool set. I'll put this hoe here. A wheat, a seed. Then we can craft a piece of bread. The only food source we have right now. Oh, well, actually we have a second one, which I'm gonna get on soon. I'm gonna save this chunk. I didn't put too much in, so if it doesn't save, it's not a disaster. But I just want to make sure. It did save, cool. There's one more thing I'm missing, like I said, which is the apple. An item Also, did I put the sapling in? And an item that's normally unobtainable for any normal players in this version. Of course, apples drop from trees, but if you've noticed, we've gotten 0 apples from like the nearly 100 saplings we've got. I also lost like 80 saplings, but that's a problem. It's not a problem, but this kind of means that apples are unattainable, right? And you'd be right normally. Other than there's a feature in Infdev, or actually it was added in Infdev, and it continued to be in the game for a long time. Naming yourself Notch, or players named Notch, or just Notch, dropped an apple on that, which is actually a thing in these older versions. If you remember, in modern versions it doesn't work, which is pretty sad. I think it was a cool Easter egg. But in this version it works, even though there's no multiplayer for this version. So Notch added apple dropping for himself before multiplayer was or survival multiplayer was a thing. Which it's really interesting. So I'm not just logged on as any person. The skins don't work in this version. I am logged in as Notch actually. So to obtain the final item, I will throw myself off these stairs and collect my apple. Actually, I can just keep the food right here. I'll keep the stairs here because I think they could mean a nice design in the future. Now I'll literally just jump off this tree until I die, and it will obtain me the final item to complete the entire collection. Which that's cool. Then I have done everything I wanted to do for this version, which is honestly pretty awesome. I managed to do this. It's pretty cool challenge. And I died, and there should be an apple right here. There it is. Found an apple. The final item to complete our complete collection. I think this is our complete collection. I have every tool stick. Oh wait, I missed 1 block, and actually 2 blocks. I can't kill a complete if I'm not done with this. So a chest and a workbench. We use that, and here we are. A complete collection of blocks. The entire museum is done. Grass blocks I can put in there, and leaves blocks too, but they are right here. So this is proof. I'm gonna see if it's saved. Yes, it's saved. I was gonna showcase this thing that was laying here, but I'll leave that till the next episode. I'll probably update too, but I still want to get a few more pieces of wood. So I think, thank you so much for watching. I don't know if you have enough attention. If you it's pretty I think it's just gonna be a pretty interesting series. Also, but is this enough room for the tree to generate? Yeah, well, anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more in terms of this world, which I'm not really consistent with keeping world. I got pretty far on a few ones regarding old Minecraft, but I want to do this one just because it's a pretty interesting challenge and nobody's done it before. So it's actually pretty unique as well. So let me know. I'll see if this still works, and yeah, it does. Good day, everybody.